If you're looking for a great YouTube network to join, apply for full screen with the link in the description. To trade your games in for a better value, use leaptrade.com and use Broken Games HD as a referral. Alright, what's going on, everybody? So this is the second boss in Bloodborne, Father G. I'm just going to call him Father G because his actual name, not exactly 100% sure on how to pronounce it. It seems like it might be French or something. Either way, I actually didn't die. Actually, I did die once, and that was on my first playthrough of the game. But as I stated in my previous video, I kind of just, started over fresh, making less mistakes. My second playthrough around, and yeah, I didn't die this time at all. And he was a lot easier than I thought he would be. First time I fought him, I'm like, wow, this guy is a raging beast. Second time, I'm like, this guy is a little soft little punk bitch. Like, that's honestly how I felt. Like, I'm like, why do I feel like I'm manhandling this guy at especially at the beginning, as you can see. I felt like I was dodging a lot of his attacks really easily. I don't know why, but it seemed like he was a lot faster the first time I played him. But that's how boss fights go. You learn the attack patterns, you learn the enemies more, and they just become second nature to you because you just learn everything about them. And in this boss fight, I'm using the Kirk hammer, which is the huge hammer with a that switches up to being a long sword. But for the majority of the fight, I just used the hammer because it has a lot of stopping power. Every time I hit him with it, especially the strong hit, it definitely put him into it definitely staggered him a lot and put him into stun. So that's what really made this boss fight a lot easier, because I was able to stun him so easily after dodging his attacks. The only things that I didn't really dodge so well were his gunshots, but they don't do too much damage, so I wasn't really worried about that. And I made sure I stocked up on some Molotovs just to do some extra damage from farther away. So just in case I got into those situations where I just needed to throw in some extra damage, I would have those. So I made sure I stocked up on those. Usually he doesn't dodge them, but he definitely dodged that one. But yeah, the Molotovs in combination, which I haven't actually tried yet. There's actually an item called an oil urn, I believe, and you can throw the oil urn at the enemy and then throw the Molotov cocktail, and because you threw the oil at them, it'll actually cause more damage. I didn't do that in this video, but it might have helped. And he just scared the hell out of me with this move. I didn't know what was coming, so I just started dodging. He just disappeared. I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna start dodging. And this is where he goes completely berserk, like just no defense or evading. He just goes full on attack mode. Like, he switched to like on some Yu-Gi-Oh straight attack mode joint where he just attacks you relentlessly. And this part had me shook. I got a little timid and started to bitch up at this point, because I'm like, yo, this guy is not stopping. He is relentless. I almost died. And it's funny, the closer you get to defeating, look at him. He's just throwing everything at me. Like, this man is like he doing low leg kicks and everything. So it's just crazy. The closer you get to killing an enemy, the more scared you get, because you're so close and you're like, oh my god, I don't want to die. And that's how I felt like here. I'm like, this guy is not letting me breathe for 1 second. So I'm just like, wait, let me slow down the pace, give myself some room, because he's gonna like wreck me if I keep going on at this pace, and I would be pissed. So yeah, he's honestly a pretty easy enemy though. Pretty easy boss, not too difficult. He's not too complex. He's just he's a berserker type. So not definitely not too hard. Like I said, it helps if you have the hammer to stun him, and then obviously the great thing about this hammer is you can switch it up from the hammer to, if you need something a little bit more a little faster that doesn't use as much stamina, you could just switch it up to the sword and switch back and forth. So yeah, it's a great weapon for that reason. But yeah, that's the boss fight. Really enjoying the game so far. It's great. So yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. I'm out of here. Peace. I'll be posting all the boss fights, so look out for those.